Welcome, welcome, welcome. Allow me to preface this video by saying if you hear my neighbor's dogs barking, I apologize. They are quite possibly the worst pet owners on the entire planet. And I feel like their dogs are neglected and they just bark and bark and bark. I apologize. I should probably also turn down this music so I don't get a copyright strike in the first 20 seconds of this video. Happy Thursday. Hope you guys are having a great day. Legs was awesome last night, as I mentioned it would be in yesterday's video. Just fed my cat, had a productive ass day at work, and now I am cooking up some ground beef for the next couple of days for my lunches. Nothing really quite to report on though. It's been a pretty regular schmegular day. I love my cat so much, y'all, for real. It's always so nice coming home. I thought I liked having my kind of little peaceful, solo, lonely but in a good way bubble. But man, coming home to this little creature and stuff after work, nothing beats it. It's awesome. I'm gonna cook up some 96.4 ground beef. Whenever you're buying meat and stuff, it's always a better idea, at least in my opinion, to try to find the leaner cuts or the higher percentages of leanness, like 90 and above, I would say, is kind of where you want to sit. Most burger patties and stuff are around 80 or 85%, which is not awful. It's not very good, but the fat is where the flavor is. So, or naturally, you can always add 0-calorie spices and all that kind of stuff, but the natural, good tasting beef flavors all come from the fat. But it's good to get the leaner cuts because they are lower calorie and higher protein, meaning you can eat way more of it, get way more full. You can make 2 double cheeseburgers worth of a leaner cut of meat. Whereas if you had a fattier 80, 85% cut, you could probably only eat 1 burger. If we're comparing calories wise. So if you're looking for easy, just low hanging fruit ways to kind of lose weight and stuff, or maybe you just want to eat more food, get the leaner cuts of beef or turkey or insert any meat product, buy the lower fat cut or the fatty-less. That's not a word. But I just finished doing a bunch of dishes and kind of settling in from work and all that kind of stuff. Something that I've wanted to talk about is being nonchalant. But I don't really know if I really want to go all philosophical in this video right now. I didn't really plan anything. I don't plan these videos ever. Well, yeah, I guess I'll just ramble for a little bit, and you know what? If that turns into a talk, it turns into a talk. I gotta cook this beef for a while anyways, so hey, we got at least 5 minutes here. But I always used to think it was really cool to be that kind of not caring, sort of reckless, I mean, not reckless. I definitely wasn't a reckless kid. But I don't know, just that cool Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid sort of figure as a kid. Growing up, I was born in 2000, so growing up as a 12-year-old when those movies and all that kind of stuff was coming out, of course it's going to have some sort of an impact on me, but I remember just kind of always wanting to mask the stuff that I was really into, unless it was something that sounded cool, like lifting weights, for example. My senior year when I kind of started first losing a lot of weight and getting into the gym, I made it my whole personality, and I was I'm the gym guy, blah 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 blah. I'm always in the gym. That's where you'll find me. Protein and all this kind of stuff. I think it's kind of like the typical, like when anybody first gets into bodybuilding, like that kind of newbie phase of just like thinking you're the shit and, you know, all that kind of stuff. I definitely had that. Dude, where was I going with that? Hang on. Train went off course. Let me get it back on track. I was up until like I was pretty much well into my adulthood. I'm 25 now. I guess I don't know. I was just like, I don't know if I was protecting myself or just being shy or something, but I always thought that I shouldn't show how into stuff or into particular things that I was unless it was like something that I thought other people would think was cool. I was always obsessed with like this outer opinion of what other people would think. And to an extent, I think we all are, like we're kind of wired to care about other people's like what people's perceptions are of us. No matter how hard you say you don't, I'm sure there's some part of you that does. I definitely am not like as self-absorbed as or like not self-absorbed, but self-conscious, I guess, as I was back then. And a lot of it, I think, is because I have become chalant, and I don't know, just proudly into the things that I'm into. Of course, still that's like weightlifting and nutrition and stuff, but also cooking and cosplay and making stupid videos on the internet, parkour, weird, all kind of Lego, all kinds of just, you know, stuff that I always thought was like people would be like, oh, you're a nerd, or I don't know, just I didn't, it wouldn't go along with the like dark and mysterious vibe that I was trying to give off and whatever. And that's just stupid, bro. That's just so stupid. Stop trying to be dark and mysterious. I still fall into that kind of like vibe sometimes, and you gotta not do that. It's cringy and it's weird, and you just gotta touch grass and talk to people, man. But, I mean, yeah, this would have, like, no point if I was just like, yeah, do all this, but then didn't say why. And honestly, I don't really have, like, a super specific why. Probably should have. Maybe I should plan these videos. But, I don't know, like, I would say that I'm much happier and much more confident now than I am 3 or 4 years ago when I had that kind of mindset. And I think part of that comes from the more like open and proud and consistent you are about like your hobbies and just the stuff that you're into, the better you get at them, and then the more confident you feel. And I feel like that just transfers to real life. Like when you're good, like if you are a badass cobbler and you can make shoes like no other person. Let's just pretend we're like in the 1700s for some reason. Dude, no way. Okay, hang on. No, that was actually going to be a really good analogy. Hang on. Like knowing that you're really good at something, it could be anything, or just the best at something, it feels good. You feel like a G. And so, I don't know, you feel like you're walking around with almost like a street cred under your belt. No matter what it is, if you're in the basket weaving or blacksmithing or you're the cobbler that I mentioned. We're all in an old medieval village for some reason. If you're really into what you do, I think that's attractive. Not on like a weird romantic level, but like that just attracts, it's a cool energy, it's a cool vibe. To other people and to yourself. You feel more confident and yeah. I'm not going to repeat myself because I just said all that stuff. So yeah. So that is why you should be chalant. Be proud of the stuff that you guys are into. Practice the things that you're into. Don't half-ass stuff. Whole ass. Always do stuff with your whole ass. And yeah. I think that's pretty much the whole message. I feel like that's. I'm sorry if I said or just took weird pauses or whatever kind of a lot. I probably should have thought that through. But you know what? I speak from the heart in these videos. I speak from the mother-freaking heart. Oh man, I'm low-key almost out of sweet potatoes. Let's see if I have enough for tomorrow. Ground beef is getting almost done. The way that I like to cook it, so I don't have to use a strainer or anything, is I put the beef in the pan, like break it all up, and then I put it in a giant ring in the pan, and that causes all like the water and the excess fats and all that stuff to kind of just pool in the middle and boil off. It just evaporates off. And that way you don't have to worry about like all just the little extra fats and additives and stuff that they pump in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh crap, 3, 7, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, exactly the right amount of sweet potato. Guys, it's gonna be an awesome freaking chest and shoulders night tonight. If that's not a symbol, I don't know what was. Someone asked me about Leon Kennedy hair tutorial. Dude, all I gotta say about Leon's hair is that it is freaking annoying and impractical as heck. I don't know how he's always, either the hairspray he uses or just the amount of grease and dirt that is always in it just keeps it stiff. But it's insane. Having that like big ass bang in front of your face all the time is super annoying. I feel like I'm always having to like do this stupid head movements and stuff. But I don't use any product or anything. Make sure you go to a barbershop. This is how you get Leon Kennedy hair. Okay, you go to a barbershop. It has specifically a barbershop, not like sports clips or supercuts or great clips. I've been to them all. Trust me. I was also a 10 to 15-year-old at one point. But no. You got to go to a barbershop. Might be a little bit more expensive, but look around in your area. You can always find something. Then, ask your barber for a scissor cut. You don't want clippers anywhere near this stuff. Your hair's got to be staying long. You're not getting any kind of like to the scalp cutting action. Scissors only. Barbershop. Scissor cut. Last step is take care of your hair. And that means don't use shampoo every single day. Make sure you're using a lot of conditioner. And that's basically it. I don't put any product or anything in my hair. I have also like gotten super sweaty, did my 45 minutes of cardio and stuff, so it's a little freaked up right now. That is why. But yeah, you might, like, if you use shampoo every night and stuff, your hair probably feels pretty crispy. That's kind of how mine felt. And you might have to go like a couple of days of it being real greasy. And it's kind of like how you would like train a muscle, sort of, or like you're doing a pyramid set, but with your hair and shampooing. So now you're gonna do less sets of shampooing your hair, essentially, per week. So now, like, I only shampoo my hair once a week, if that. Might be like once every 8 days. Otherwise, I am conditioning every other shower. And that's it. Massage your scalp. That's pretty much it, dude. I'm still kind of new to the whole like hair care stuff. But that is my advice. Don't use shampoo all the time. Because this is what my barber told me. Shampoo is meant to completely strip your hair of everything. Like in a good, but also a bad way. It's good because it gets all the dirt and grime and all the bad like oils off your hair. But it also removes the good oils from your hair. Your hair is like, your hair needs some oil to it so it can stay moisturized and not frizzy and all that kind of stuff. And so anytime you use shampoo, you always use conditioner afterwards. And that just works the oil back into your hair and helps kind of stimulate that production of the healthy oils and stuff that your hair needs. Keeps it nice and hydrated. And bada bing, bada boom. Ground beef is nearly there. I also season my ground beef with 3 different things: garlic powder, onion powder, and Kinder's barbecue seasoning. It tastes just like a smash burger. It's like the exact blend that In-N-Out uses or something. It's friggin' like crack. Almost every day, because I've been eating this at work, this is like my work lunch meal that I have all the time, somebody always says, "Oh, it smells good. What do you have?" I'm like, it's still the beef bowl, bro. It's not anything. It's the same friggin' bowl of dog food I've been eating for the last year. But it smells good, and it tastes good. I mean, there's nothing bad about it. It smells good, it tastes good, it has excellent macros. What more do you freaking need? Make yourself a freaking beef bowl, guys. Seriously, ground beef is like such an underrated dieting thing. When I first was getting really into nutrition and stuff, I was on a big ground turkey kick, like the 99% ground turkey, which is great if you're like on the kind of end side of a cut, or you're really needing to cut out calories and that kind of stuff. But it's just so bland, dude. And it's dry, and it dries out fast, like in your meal prep containers and stuff. And it's just not the move. So, if you want like a more kind of tasty, more juicy, more versatile meat, I would say ground beef is always the way to go. Make a smash burger, make a taco, make a beef bowl. Whatever you want to frickin' do. In yesterday's video, I also mentioned some cosplay ideas that I had. Oh, dude, hang on. I gotta show you. I just saw these on my freaking... Look at these. Check out the new drip. We got Guitar Hero 2, specifically. Even though I technically played Guitar Hero 3 more when I was a kid, but this is the only one that they had. And then freaking Bionicle, baby. Sorry, I forgot for a second. Epic. Shout out to oceandust.co. They sent me those shirts, and I gotta film something for them in exchange. But again, I'm not an influencer. I don't have a code or nothing like that. I just thought they were some badass shirts, and I hit them up, and I was like, hey, I'll make you guys a video if you send me some of those cool Bionicle shirts. So he worked something out. Always look for your next opportunity, guys. It's not going to fall into your lap. I don't remember what I was talking about. Those shirts, whenever I look at them, I just hear My Own Worst Enemy by Lit just playing. It's no surprise to me, I am my own worst enemy. The ground beef is almost done. The potatoes are not. We're getting there. Dude, air fryer, undefeated. I freaking love my air fryer. My car is in the front yard, and I'm... That might honestly be it, dude. This might just be kind of a more chill yap sesh kind of video. Oh, wait, no, I was just talking about the cosplay. That's what I was thinking about. Next idea that I would like to do, don't tell anybody about this, okay? This is YouTube exclusive data only. So if any of you hear this, you're a real one. The next cosplay that I want to do is All Might. Specifically, when he's like in his depleted form after his like second to last final battle with All For One. Oh, the kind of vision that I have is to get like a super extra large. Well, I don't know actually, because I was looking at. I don't really know what the vision is now. I was doing some research yesterday, and now I don't really know how I want to approach it. I have some good ideas though, but yeah, like the battle damaged, like scrawny All Might. I'll get some like super extra large clothes and make them all like so I look extra, just like withered away and shit. It'll be sick. My Hero Academia Anime of the year. Anime of the frickin' year. Anime of the decade? I don't know. I don't know about. I don't know. I don't think I'm qualified enough to say. I didn't get into anime until like 2019. But My Hero, goated AF. You guys should absolutely watch that if you have not. It's just a bad, like, it's just for all like the corny like fandom and all that kind of stuff aside. It has some badass moments of just like indomitable human spirit. Same with like A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, the other show I was mentioning in yesterday's video, dude. Anytime there's just like a main character just overcoming some kind of thing that they've been struggling against or some, I don't know, dude, always just makes me want to start cheering off the couch. But I think that's gonna be it for this video. Next cosplay. Well, next cosplay is gonna be Resident Evil related still. I've already got some stuff on the way. Ground beef is done. Gonna add the seasonings. Have an awesome rest of the week. Tomorrow's Friday. We made it, guys. Hell yeah. Let's finish strong. Let's get that bread for tomorrow, okay? And that's it. Have an excellent rest of the day.